Hello everyone, my name is Mahadil Sana. Today I'm going to talk about how human can solve the problems of biodiversity. Many people are unconcerned about the impact they are having on biodiversity. However, it is critical that we humans recognize our effect on biodiversity since without it there would be a no human existence. If nothing is done to modify the way humans use the Earth's resources, biodiversity will continue to decline until human life can no longer be supported. Humans have an impact on biodiversity because of their population sizes, land usage, and lifestyle choices, which harm species habitats. It is critical for a people to understand how their activities influences biodiversity and the necessity of preserving what biodiversity remains on the planet. The human population will be able to maintain life on Earth for a longer period of time if educated education is provided and governments make decisions to protect biodiversity. What is biodiversity? The variety of life in an area is referred to as a biodiversity. It can range from life in a pool of water to life in the entire biosphere. What is the importance of biodiversity? Although many individuals may not realize how important biodiversity is to them, it is clear that mankind would perish without it. People use 40,000 distinct species every day, the great majority of which go entirely unnoticed, even if only a small percentage of people are aware of it. Biodiversity provides humans with food, water, oxygen, energy, waste, climate stability, medicine, recreational and tourism opportunities, and a variety of other advantages. The effect of humans on biodiversity. Human activities are generating significant changes in biological communities all over the world. And these changes have the potential to damage biodiversity and ecosystem function. As a result, there is an urgent need to predict biodiversity response based on the severity of the threat and the ecological characteristic of the species. Human actions. To determine the total impact of human on an given environment, the area of productive land and water required to produce the item being consumed, as well as the need to account for a waste generated by humanity, must all be taken into account in accordance with management and production practices in use at the time. Changes in local land use and land cover species introductions or removal, external inputs, harvesting, air and water pollution. Climate change is some of the primary human causes. Human actions have also contributed to climate changes, which is threatening biodiversity. Climate change is caused by rising carbon dioxide concentration in the atmosphere, which causes higher and ocean temperature, as well as changes in precipitation and sea level rises. Poverty and biodiversity. Everyone is affected by biodiversity to various degrees. Lodging has become a popular activity of the underprivileged in the third world countries. Current deforestation rate is 2.8% and 23 of the species present in its woods are deemed endangered. The deterioration of the environment will harm both poor and development countries. Developing countries lack the resources to assist their inhabitants in finding an alternative to rely on nature for existence. Education people in poor nations about the need for biodiversity preservation is critical to maintain human existence. Even if it does not directly addresses sustainable living, General education in poor nation is critical to biodiversity. Sustainable studies have shown that education and empowering women leads to a drop in birth rates, which has significant influence on population growth, especially as countries have a greater birth rate than developed ones. Simply teaching all people, not just the poor, about their effects on biodiversity is a step in the right direction. Because biodiversity is a problem that affects everyone. Everyone should be conscious of their impact on biodiversity. As the planet biodiversity declines, so do human survival prospect. It is also critical to guarantee that the government is enacting legislation that will protect biodiversity in the future rather than focusing on the short-term profits. Thank you.